gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints you rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game has veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's the close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We're giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's the close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Snap.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
54.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Protein spill.
Check.
He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to... And they responded to the challenge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, QB, come on.
Right, 3, 2-18, chop.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Set up. 60 outlaw.
Check. 53's nice, sweetheart.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Dorsett. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey.
Watch the slap.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Yep.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Wild Bill. Let's go.
2nd and 10. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Giants. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You must
Steve Griffin.
He'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Come.
Yes.
Pop. 53's the Mike.
Go. Hurry. Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Come on, let's go!
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
54 Mike.
Look, squeeze.
Check 24, check 24. Hey, switch gears. Check 13, check 13. Hey, watch that. Check.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, echo.
2nd and 6. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 22 and a 1st down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Mike's 50. I'm here all day. Hey, check Mike.
Ready? Hey, 2.
You don't want to
Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 8 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On first down, it's Graves. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He's coming. We got double. Hey, Alpha! On the ball!
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
64. Hey, jump it.
They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's a 2nd and 7, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
54. Mike 50, let's go.
He'll look to throw. They dump it off, complete to Dorsett. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Silver.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Could Didn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is.
Get ready.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Hey, Haywood. 60 outlaws.
58, come on. 58, come on. Watch the flag.
Cut. Snap.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return stops at... the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 53. I'm coming.
Shane, lock it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
I'm going back to you. Check.
Check up.
Check 15. Check 15.
Check up.
Go, run.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
I got him. Slam.
Fair. Hit it.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or.
54. Mike 54. I'm not ready.
You're out.
Check.
Get it.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
I got you. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Running right, it's Dorsett. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Graves. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So a good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Undercrush. Look at me. Go. Snap.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Go. Hey, orbit.
Mike 5-4.
They'll drop the throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Maxwell. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Down.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And then his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it'll be Dorsett. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
8, read.
58, right over there, right over there.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Barkley got his man complete over the middle. That's Price.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Come on, let's go.
Big trip.
Throwing on 1st down. Barkley, throw left side, complete. That's Price. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
54,
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun. Barkley. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Barkley. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Check three, check three, check three. Check, 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 check.
Now a give right side. Dobbins, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Go. Look at me. Zipper.
53.
5. Get it.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
64. Wait. Now. Hey.
53, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Let's go.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively.
Check 53 is Mike. They're going to need some therapy.
Hey. Wahoo.
53 is the Mike.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Giants first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, exit. 5.
Now Barkley. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. No problem there on the extra point. And that will get them one closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting. And the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Leo!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 16. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman. Then with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Barkley. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw. Barkley. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Yo.
Hey, Foxtrot. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 2nd and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And the kick here no good. But a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set, 10-2 stop.
Watch the slant.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st down, Barkley. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a